is an example from Matthew 5. This is what Yossi tells his student. Do not think I came to contradict the Torah or the prophets. I did not come to contradict, I came to fulfill. I'm telling you today, if heaven and earth will be destroyed, you can still not erase one letter from the Torah, even a part of the letter. They will all remain forever. Therefore, if someone will contradict one of the smallest commandments and will teach differently to others, will be cursed by the kingdom of heaven. Again, Matthew 5:17 to 19, which means, according to the hero of Christianity, which is Yossi himself, no one of his followers is allowed to modify the one instruction from the Torah. For instance, his followers are not allowed to eat pork, because the Torah says it's forbidden. They're not allowed to violate the rules of the Sabbath, and many other examples. Obviously, we don't see Christians that follow the laws of the Torah. They have their own laws which contradict completely the Torah. So what happened? If you're faithful to Yossi, why don't you listen to him? If he is the most important figure in Christianity, the mandatory thing would be that every Christian in the world, there's close to 2 billion Christians in the world, they will follow his instructions strictly. And yet we find that nobody listens to his orders. And it's clearly in the New Testament. I gave 2 or 3 examples here. The truth is that I have hundreds of examples. And we don't have the time to show all of them. If you're interested, just go into my website, divineinformation.com, and you click the debate, and you watch a 3-hour debate, and you're going to see many more examples of what human errors are considered. We move on. As one more last thing about mistakes in the New Testament is that it says that the cave when Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is buried is in the city of Nablus. Shechem, Nablus. Everybody knows that it's in the city of Hebron. What happened to God? He doesn't remember where is the cave of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Is it possible, such a thing? Is it possible that in a book that claimed to be the work of God will be such human errors? The answer, of course not. The conclusion is very simple. God never gave Quran. God never gave the New Testament. People wrote it, and people, as genius as they may be, they make mistakes, contradiction, because it's very difficult to write such a long book in 1 or 2 days. It takes weeks. And therefore, a person doesn't remember what he wrote a week ago, especially when he fakes this entire scenario. That's why it's full of human errors. However, when you review the 24 books of the Bible, from Genesis to the Songs of Songs, the 5 books of Moses, which is the main Torah, and then 19 other books who came after in a generation when the prophets were coming and adding more prophecies that God gave them, you will not be able to find any human errors. Now remember, the Torah is a combination of the written and the oral laws. Combination. You cannot understand one of the 613 commandments that the Torah gave the Jews without reviewing the oral laws. God separated between the written Torah to the oral Torah. The reason is because he did not want the entire world to have the secrets of his book. That's why he gave brief names of the commandments with no instruction how to do. And verbally, he taught Moses how to do, what to do, and how to teach to others. The Jews kept it strictly all the years. It passed from father to son. It's very important to understand. The Torah gave 613 laws. It would be much easier to give an even number, 600, 700, 500. Why 613? The answer is the human body is a combination of 613 parts. 248 organs, 365 ligaments, which means if we review the Torah, we see 248 positive obligations, which means you should do, you should do, you should do. How many? 248. Each one connects to one organ in the body. 248 organs, 248 obligations, commandments to do. How many ligaments in the body? 365 ligaments, the Torah says. And for each one of them, there is one restriction in the Torah. You should not kill, you should not steal, and so forth and so on. So it's a perfect match. Actually, the Torah says that first was the Torah and then came the world. And God created the world based on reviewing the blueprint, which is His Torah. Torah in Hebrew means instructions. Instruction how to live, how to do business, how to get married, how to raise children, and many other instructions. That's called Torah. So we review the Torah. First, as I said, we have one Torah, not 150,000 and not even 200. It's one Torah all over the world. 304,805 ligaments.